gonna make sure we are live. Hello, everyone. We are live tonight for Wedding Wednesday, and we're going to wait just a few minutes for people to get logged on and make sure everything's working okay. I'm gonna text Shelby real quick. Okay, so so excited to be here. I'm so excited about this live. We are going to talk today to Terrie with Complete Weddings and Events. And we have 3 great topics. So we're just really excited to have Terrie on this live with us. So if you are tuning in, obviously we are on our Top Weddings Facebook page, and then also we are in our 417 Engaged Couples group. So if you are engaged and not a part of that group, you can actually join in. You can request to join that group at any time. Shelby is watching the feed, so you can join in even during this live. So, and then we have 3 different topics that we'll talk about tonight with Terrie, and then we will. So we're going to kind of cut in between each one, but we'll talk about all 3 of them during this live. So, so thank you all for joining us. We're excited you're here and excited to be here. Obviously, you know, before we were doing lives a little bit different. We were actually doing them in our studio, but because of all of the craziness, we are doing it this way, which, so we're just, we're not together, but we're together in our heart, right, Terrie?
Right.
So let's go ahead. This, again, is Terrie with Complete Weddings and Events. And Terrie, go ahead and tell us about yourself.
Okay. Terrie Reno with Complete Weddings and Events. I am a mother to 3 little girls. I've been married to my husband, Brian, for 15 years. I started as a DJ in the wedding business 18 years ago. It's hard to believe that was 2002. I was fresh out of college and had a degree in business and public relations and wanted to do something in weddings, and did that as a side job while I worked my real job. And in 2005, I was able to purchase the Springfield franchise of Complete Weddings and Events, and I've been here ever since.
And you have seen a lot
yes,
through the years, for sure. And you guys at Complete, tell me all the different things that you offer, because I know what we're going to be talking about tonight, but just tell us about all the different things you offer at Complete.
Yeah, we have a very talented team of individuals who specialize in what they do. So we offer DJs and MCs, photo booth operators, photographers, videographers, and lighting technicians.
Okay, perfect. So we have some great topics tonight. We're going to cover 3 topics with Terrie. So obviously the first one is how to engage your guest at a wedding reception. Oh, nope, sorry. We changed that around. We're going to do the benefits of having a photo booth at your reception first. And then we're going to do how to engage your guest at a wedding reception, which Terrie's seen a lot of that. And then we're going to cover questions to ask when hiring your wedding entertainment. So, so hopefully, you know, the reason why we bring this every week is to help couples that are engaged and planning their wedding. And we really just want to be a resource. You know, on Top Weddings, we have 50 wedding professionals, and all of them are amazing. And all of them have a heart, you know, to help every couple. And so all of them have volunteered with us and are have been doing these lives with us. So, okay, Terrie, let's go ahead and get started. So first topic that we're going to cover is the benefits of having a photo booth at your reception.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and get the screen. There you go.
All right.
Moved. Okay.
All right, so photo booths became real popular around 2011. That's when Complete first added it to our portfolio of services that we offer. And I remember when we first added it, I'm pretty conservative and I thought that, oh, this is never going to go over. This is something you do at the mall when you're a teenager. This isn't something grown adults want to do, you know? And so when I went out for my first time training on it, there were a set of grandparents there and they got in the photo booth and printed out the strip and gave it to them. And the grandparents said to me, this is the first time we've had a photo printed in like 45 years. So I thought, oh my gosh, this photo booth is so much more than something for teenagers. It provides so many great benefits for your photo booth. So the first thing, of course, it's entertainment for your guests. It gives them something to do while they wait for the bride and groom to maybe arrive, while dinner is finishing up. It just gives them something to do in the interim, or even during the party time. The second thing is that it truly is an icebreaker. And, you know, when a crowd walks into or a guest walks into the reception, they kind of go, where do we go from here? And so if you set your things down and now what do we do? You know, so the great thing about the photo booth is like, hey, let's go get in the photo booth. So that's the first part, is it's that icebreaker, that what do we do now? But then it also encourages chatter and laughter amongst guests who might be meeting for the first time. So sometimes at a wedding, you're assigned to a table or you're sitting at a table with people you don't know, and then you guys talk about your photo booth strip, and it kind of helps break the ice there. So the third great benefit about the photo booth is it is a party favor. And I always say it's a party favor your guests will actually keep. And I think back to 2011 when we first started photo booths, and I still have a strip in my office on my corkboard of photos that from one of my girlfriend's weddings. And unfortunately, they're not married anymore. But that strip is still there, and you hold on to those things because when you think about it, how many printed photos do you have? And very few. Yeah, you even me as a scrapbooker, I don't have a bunch of printed photos. So they're all on my phone. I can show them all to you. But to print a photo, that's a party favor your guests are actually going to keep. So I always tell guests or brides and grooms to invest in that for their guests. The next thing, it truly is the ultimate guest book. It's way better than your traditional, just write your name here and I'll never look at this book again. And half the time you can't even read the signatures. With the scrapbook that a lot of photo booth services offer, you put the strip in there and then you have the guests write a message, and it's just a great way to remember your wedding day. And it's a guest book that you truly will look at again, as opposed to just putting it on the shelf or in a box and you never see it again. So, and then finally, one of my favorite reasons for the photo booth is it provides additional memory options for your couples. So a lot of times those professional moments, they take your photo and your videographer, take a few months to get back to you. So you don't have those right away. With the photo booths, a lot of companies will provide those photos and videos taken in the booth and post those on Facebook or provide you with a USB or that scrapbook. So you get to relive those moments immediately. You don't have to wait. And of course, those photos are always more fun and candid. And so it's always great. It kind of holds you over till the professional product arrives. So lots of great benefits of a photo booth, but these are just some of the ones that came to mind off from what I've seen with a photo booth.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, it's just like you said, I think the shocking part, you know, you think, oh, well, we're not going to have any kids there. But honestly, it's not the kids who are, I have seen more older, older people in photo booths than even line up even more than if you do have kids at your reception, it's definitely not just for kids. And just like you said, I think the part about it being an icebreaker is so true because people want to have fun and it's just a great way to bring them together. To just be silly. I mean, how often do you just get to go somewhere and sometimes just be silly? I mean, tell us a little bit about props. I know that those go hand in hand with photo booths. So
there with Complete, we offer a wide array of props. I was actually just talking to a mom right before we got on the phone, and she's actually concerned about with the crisis, the virus right now. She's like, tell me about what your policy is. And so ordinarily we have signs, we have hats, sunglasses, boas, the works, all the fun stuff to dress you up. Now, with things going on right now, we are being very careful and just limiting what we do provide just to make sure we can disinfect it quickly. Because that's the big thing is, people share those right now. So, but props really add a lot of fun to the photo booth. We provide a lot. Sometimes our clients will have a special theme and they'll provide their own. But the props are definitely a fun way to disguise yourself if that's what you're looking for, or just change your look every time.
Yes, perfect. Okay. And I love that you touched on the guest book because, going back to, remember your wedding. I'm all about the memories of your wedding and going back and looking at a guest book that everybody's having fun in, because you don't get too many photos in that guest book where they're sober. I'm not saying they're not sober, but so let's preface that. So where they're just having fun because you've got them there. And so I feel like that is such a great way to remember your reception. So is there anything else on that topic?
Just kind of what you touched on, you can see the progression throughout the night. And we also, with our booths, we also offer video messaging as well. And that's where you can really see the progression, the messages, the advice, the well wishes and memories get a little different than they might have been earlier in the night.
Right.
So blackmail for future politicians, you never know.
Right. So true. So true. Alcohol, when it is served at your wedding, it gets a little interesting. You never know what you're going to get from that photo booth. That's for sure. Especially if you're having a long reception. Mm-hmm. So, okay. Anything else as far as that topic? We covered that pretty quick.
Yeah. No, I think that's it.
Okay. All right. Very good. So we are going to go ahead and go to the next. So we do have a couple slides for you as far as now. This is obviously from an event, and this is how you guys print you guys have a couple options, don't you?
Yeah, in fact, there's actually two different options displayed there. You can see a horizontal version and a vertical version. We can do 2x8s or 4x6. Photo booths these days can be any style. You can have one big photo. You can have 4 photos. There are so many different types out there right now. And this is just a sampling of some of the designs and layouts that we can do.
Perfect. And I love how, photo booths, just like you said, you've been doing this for, over 9 years, that how much you can personalize them now is really, really nice. And so it makes a big difference. Okay. And then go ahead and tell us about this one.
So that's the guest book. You can see one of the guests signing the guest book. So we've got the photo slapped in there, glued down for them, and then the guests are writing a message. So
perfect. Very good. Okay.